Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with ElectraSoul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to teach people that God and Jesus and the universe coexist as one. So today in this video, guys, I'm going to be talking about affirming for others. Something that I think is very, very important to do. Honestly speaking, like I do this for everyone that I love and anyone that I see struggle in general. It doesn't just go for the people that I love, bitch. If I see you living a reality that you don't want to be living, I'm gonna be affirming for you because you deserve the best. So with this, I just think it's very important that everyone is living their best life no matter what the circumstances are. You know, if some people don't feel powerful enough to manifest for what it is that they want, why not take matters into your own hands if you know that you can do it for them? You know, or you can even affirm that they believe in themselves enough to affirm and persist within getting what they want so that they can have it for themselves as well. It is really too damn simple, and I don't want to see none of y'all struggling. So that's why today in this video, I'm going to be teaching y'all about how to do this for others because I feel like this is very important. Like, who doesn't want to be living their best life? Somebody tell me right now who doesn't want to be. Absolutely nobody, because everybody wants to be, and so you will be, and that's it, because you're destined to be living there. Well then, anyway, this topic is going to be based on a tweet that I saw on Twitter surrounding the law of assumption. As y'all may or may not know, the law of assumption being when you assume that everything that you want is already within your reality, thus it actually coming into your reality for you to have. But then anyway, this tweet that I saw was from Sammy Ingram. You know, here she's talking about how important it is to be affirming for others, especially those who you see struggling, because no one's meant to be struggling, just as I have stated. And so with that being said, guys, let's get into the video so that we can get to talking about this, because I want y'all to be put on right damn now because I said so, and that's it. Well then anyway, now that we're in, let's get to talking about affirming and persisting for others to help others create the best lives for themselves, because bitch, sometimes some people need a hand. Even though they might not see their worth in that moment, trust me when I say that they do, because you decided that they do, and that's it. Okay, so there might be people within our lives that we know are struggling. Maybe there are people in our lives that don't believe in themselves. Maybe we just see homeless people around us and we're like, fuck, like we want the best for these people and we don't know how to break it to them to get that shit for themselves because they don't really feel like they can, right? Anytime you see somebody struggling, never ever take it upon yourself to look at these people and say, damn, that's tough. What a shitty life. Like, don't do it to yourself, bro. Don't fucking do it to yourself, because you're doing it to them too. You're solidifying the fact that they are living within this reality in which they don't have anything that they want. Thus you saying, damn, that's tough. You feel me? Like, who the fuck wants to be living in a tough life? Absolutely nobody. That shit is not meant for them. So then don't allow it to be meant for them. It is up to you to make the choice to take a step back and to be like, nah, I'm gonna affirm and persist within the notion that you're very happy, that everything's going well for you, and that your life is amazing, because why wouldn't it be? If I said that it is, then it is, and that's it. Period. Just like that, because you said so. That's it. Now, before I go further into this, I'm gonna be reading all the tweets that Sammy Ingram posted on Twitter, because the second that I saw them, I was like, fuck yes, let's take this into consideration, baby girls, because guys, why can't we do it? Why can't we do it? We're destined to do it. So then let's fucking do it. So this is what the tweets say. I get advocating for things, but why not also imagine lovingly / affirm for people struggling with things? I'm sure they'd much rather have relief and not have to deal with whatever it is than to have sympathy for it. It really could be beneficial for us to start affirming for others' mental health the way that we do for their physical. It's not different. How hard is it to affirm someone is thriving, has perfect mental health, is living their best life, etc.? Also, when you're, parentheses, even out of love / sympathy, parentheses, speaking on someone else who struggles with something, whether it be mental or physical, you're holding them in that state. You have the ability to affirm for them and to change your situation if you wanted to. Just like that, because we said so. If you really want someone in your life to be flirty, 30, and thriving, bitch, affirm for it. Why would you sit there and solidify the fact that they are struggling, that, oh, my aunt has this, my cousin has this, my neighbor has this? Like, no. Just like Sammy said, even if it's out of sympathy, y'all might not realize how much more harmful it actually is to be holding them in that state than to be affirming against that thing, because they're not destined to be struggling with that thing in the first place. Now, personally speaking, I have been affirming for other people for a very long time. Even though I don't really talk that much about it, it is definitely something that makes me feel joy and at peace, because I can physically see the difference in front of me within that person's mental, their physical, whatever it is, but you can see the difference, and it's always amazing. You know, you can always affirm for people to look a different way. You can always affirm that people behave differently with you, but what about affirming for these people to feel better about themselves within themselves first? You feel me? So upon knowing to do this for others, it is as simple as looking at someone that you love, maybe someone who's even struggling a lot, and saying to yourself, this person's thriving, this person has everything that they want, this person's so happy, this person's at peace. And every single time that you think about that person, you're not going to go straight back to the issue that they have, because they don't have any issues, bitch, because you said so, but you're actually going to be remembering the fact that they're doing great, that they're doing amazing, that they're thriving, that they're happy as fuck, whatever it is, but you see it for yourself within your mind, thus making it come true. The same thing goes for yourself. Just like if you were to affirm, I'm so happy, even if you feel miserable at that time, I promise you that with your repetition, you will end up feeling feeling happy. The same thing goes for that person. That person will end up healing, will end up feeling happier, will end up being a better person because you keep saying that they are that version of themselves. Now, to give you a personal example, there have been many times, like honestly more than I can count on one hand, as to how many people I knew or family members or whatever that were struggling with some shit in their lives, like maybe money issues, maybe family issues, maybe mental health issues, physical issues, whatever it is, but they were struggling, right? And the one thing that I would always do was I would take it upon myself to not be like, I hope you feel better. I never ever fucking say that. That's one thing I will not ever say, is I hope you feel better, because I don't hope you do. I intend you do, and so you will, because I said so. So I always say to myself, I intend that this person's doing amazing. This person is doing so good. This person is so healthy, happy, everything that they want to be. They are that version because I said so, and that's it. Anytime I would think about that person again, I would not go back to thinking, oh, this person's struggling, oh, this person's this person's that. I would simply say to myself, they're doing so good, they're so happy. Whatever I see in front of me is not real. What is real is what I see within my 4D reality. As y'all know, as I always say, within the 4D, everything that you want is already manifested here. Literally all of it is already manifested here. So if you keep saying to yourself repetitively that these family members or these friends or neighbors, whatever, are all doing better because you said so, that repetition is going to cause for it to happen. Initially, within the 4D, it's already done. You feel me? Like, that's the dimension above us. And so with that being said, all that shit's already manifested. But with your perseverance and your persistency, that's what causes for it to come into your 3D reality. So that's why it's so important that here, you're not sitting back and looking about all the ways that this person's struggling and what can we do to make it better and all this shit. Like, don't focus on how to fix it. Just know that it's already fixed because you said that it's fixed and that's it. Thus why your repetition would lead for all the 4D shit to come into your 3D reality so that this person can actually physically and mentally or whatever feel and be better within their 3D reality. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, it really is as simple as that. And I can very well say that this is definitely extremely easy to do. Even if you're affirming and persisting and then boom, they get rechecked back into the mental ward. Like, bitch, doesn't fucking matter. Keep affirming and persisting until they're out that bitch because they never were in the first place. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing here to overcomplicate. There's nothing to make harder than it has to be. It is as simple as affirming and persisting within the notion that they are doing better because you said so, and that's fucking it. And that's the best thing about it. As I said before, if you affirm for it once, bitch, it's already done because you said so. But you gotta keep going on strong with it so that it can swerve in, bitch, into your 3D reality so that they can have it too. And no, they might not even know that you did it for them, but they're gonna feel that natural shift within their minds to tell them, I feel a lot better today. I think I'm gonna be happy today. Yup, and yes you will, because why the fuck wouldn't you? Why the fuck wouldn't you? Help these people see that they're worth the entire world, even if they don't think it right now. Because of you, you will be the one helping them to see that worth within themselves because they're absolutely so powerful because you said so. They're worth everything because you said so. They deserve everything because you said so, and everything goes on strong like this because you said so, and that's it. Whenever I'm walking down the street and if I ever see a homeless person, I never say in my mind,
ugh, these poor people, I hate seeing this. I want these people to do better.
Of course I do. I absolutely fucking do. But I never say this to myself because what am I doing? I'm sitting there solidifying the fact that they are struggling, that they're not doing good, that they're living shitty lives because that's what I see right in front of me. But y'all already know that doing this for yourself is only going to continue to create that energy of darkness, of not having, of lack, whatever it is. But you're solidifying it, and that's what you have to step away from. So whenever I would come across these kinds of situations, instead of feeling bad for them and for the whole world and everything like that, what I say to myself is, these people are doing so good. These people are finding their way. These people have everything that they need because I said so. They have more than enough to be happy. They have more than enough within themselves. Boom, bitch. And again, even if you don't physically see that immediately someone gave them a meal or maybe a place to stay for the night because you affirmed for it, you can trust within your heart and your soul that simply because you are affirming for them to have everything that they need taken care of, that it will be taken care of even if you're not physically there to see it happen. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't need the proof. You don't need to see that they're actually doing better. You don't need to hear the update from family members. You don't need to hear, oh, this person's doing so much better now, bitch. No, you don't need to hear that because you already know that it's done because you said it for yourself, and that's it. You're not gonna sit here and continue to feel bad for these people that you know have the control within their lives to make things happen for themselves. And trust me guys, I think I've lived my entire life feeling bad for people. Like, that literally was my entire character up until now, or more so when I started using the law of assumption, because bitch, I don't feel bad for nothing anymore. But my entire life, all I would ever do was feel bad for everyone and everything. If I saw someone struggle, it was the end of the world. If I saw someone cry, it was the end of the world. If I saw someone with a health issue, it was the end of the fucking world, bruh. Because I would would pity them so hard. And pitying them was only re-solidifying the fact that these people were struggling in the way that they were. Nope, take a fucking step back and be like, bitch, you're doing amazing. You're doing so good. You are thriving because they said so and that's it. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because you said so and that's it. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all to go up to these people and tell them, you're fine, bitch. You're completely fine. Shut the fuck up. Like, don't do that. Like, please don't do this, because this is not anything that's gonna help you out or help them out at all, because it's only gonna make them feel worse. The only confirmation that you need that shit is actually moving is the simple fact that you are repeating what you're saying to yourself without letting any kind of 3D circumstance take you away from the fact that it's actually happening. These people are actually doing better. These people are actually thriving. These people are actually really happy because you said that they are, and that's fucking it. That's it. That's it. Period. If you know that you have as much power as you do, why would you sit there and not allow yourself to help the world out in the way that you can? I know that people think that this world is falling apart, and honestly, it might be within the minds of some, but in my mind, it's not going downhill. I know it sounds very crazy to some of y'all, the logical bitches, but truthfully speaking, guys, in my mind, I do not see this world as it's gonna explode or whatever. Like, I do know that one day maybe the sun will explode or whatever, because we all assume that, you know, whatever we assume is what ends up happening. So, but regardless of that assumption, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what it is, because nothing can determine anything for me if I don't allow it to. If I don't want the earth to explode or whatever in 2025, then it's not going to, because I don't fucking want it to, bruh. I don't want this world to struggle, and so we won't. We won't. Even if a million people out here are telling us the world's gonna explode and all this shit, like, okay, keep talking, that's fine, I get it. Scientific proof is showing a lot of shit. But guys, nothing is going to happen because we said so and that's it. My simple assumption, me, the most powerful person within my reality, is saying that nothing is going to happen, and so guess what? Nothing is going to happen because I said so and that's it. Now, with me saying this, I'm not saying trash the world and do whatever the fuck you want, you feel me? Like, recycling all day, every day, do what you can to preserve all that. But all I'm saying is do not make yourself ill thinking about all the ways that this world is gonna explode and these poor people and oh my god, the homeless and oh fuck, like all that shit. Like, don't do it to yourself, because first, you're stressing yourself out, and number two, you keep re-solidifying the fact that things are this way when you don't want them to be that way. And so then don't allow for things to be that way because they're not meant to be that way, because you don't fucking want them to be that way. And that's it. That's it. That's it, guys. Like, do y'all understand? It is as simple as affirming and persisting within having these people be the top-notch quality people that they're meant to be, and knowing that they will be that version of themselves because you keep affirming and persisting within the notion that they are. If you can see that you yourself can become better using the law of assumption, what makes you think that you can't change secondary characters? If you're the main character, why could you not be able to manipulate all the circumstances within your reality and the secondary characters that are there? Because you're number one. Like, the number one bitch always gets what they want. So if you're number one, why wouldn't you get it? Why in the world wouldn't you get it? No pun intended, but seriously, guys, why wouldn't you get it? Like, make it make sense. If you see something being a certain way for you in your mind, allow it to be that way. That person doesn't have to die. That person doesn't have to struggle. There doesn't have to be pain. Nothing has to go unless you allow it to go. And so if you don't want things to go, don't allow them to go, because they're all meant for so much more. Create it for them. If they don't think that they can do it themselves, yes, they can. Affirm for them to be able to believe that one, they can do it themselves, and two, that they are happy right now because you said so and that's it. Who is better than you? Nobody. So if you're the best, affirm the best for everybody else, because you know the power that you hold is a power that is meant to be spread far and fucking wide because you said so and that's it. No stress allowed, baby girl. Make the lives of many better today because you said so, because you can, because you're that bitch and you're meant to. That is what having a heart of gold is. It's being able to take all these circumstances and making them into nothing because they're not meant to be anything at all. All right, y'all? All right then. That's basically for my video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I intended this video up to the best of its ability, and I know that it did, because guys, listen up to me right now. If you're a person in this day and age, which we all are, you are somebody who's meant to take control of all circumstances within your reality. Like, nothing in this world can hold you back unless you allow it to, and that includes the lives of other people around you. If you know that people around you are meant to be happy, are meant to be thriving, are meant to be in the state of mind in which you are in personally, then what makes you think that you cannot affirm and persist within the notion that they are these type of people for themselves? Like, why? Why? Come on, guys, y'all know better. Y'all know that if you want something done, you're gonna have it fucking done because you said so and that's it. The same way that you would affirm for yourself is the same way that you should be affirming for all of these people, because you know yourself that they are meant to be doing as amazing as possible simply because you want them to be doing amazing. I have changed the lives of my family members without them even knowing, because I love them so damn much. And me being the main character in my reality knows that if I can affirm and persist for myself to be better, what makes me think that a secondary character cannot be better too? When I was younger, my mother used to struggle with a lot of mental health issues in terms of anxiety and depression and things like that. And I remember that as time went on, me telling myself that she was was struggling or that she was doing this or being like that or whatever was only causing for her to continue to act and feel that way, the way that she shouldn't be acting or feeling. So upon me knowing that this was something that was continuously happening because it was a natural assumption, I began to change my mind around to say, nah, she's doing amazing, she's doing great. Mentally speaking, chef's kiss, bitch, because why wouldn't she be? Why wouldn't she be? If I want her to be amazing, she's going to be amazing because that's what I want and that's it. Nothing in this world can take me away from what I want, no matter what it is. Like, I don't care what the fuck it is. I don't care if you're someone who's broke as shit. You could be a millionaire tomorrow because I decided that for you. Do you see how powerful you are, guys? Nothing in this world can take you away from anything at all unless you allow it to, and that's it. Even with my brother who has autism, I don't ever sit around and say, poor him, he's struggling so much. Mentally speaking, who knows how he feels? Come on, guys, like seriously, come the fuck on. That would be the last thing I'm trying to do, because one, I'm not trying to make myself feel even worse about the situation, and number two, I'm not trying to make him feel even worse about himself inside of himself because I keep saying to myself that he feels like shit all the damn time because of the mental state that he's in. Like, what? No. He is thriving. He's doing amazing. He is so happy because I said that he is, and that's it. And I can tell y'all guys right now that this boy is the happiest boy that I know. Regardless of what kind of mental issues he might have, he is a king, and I love him so much, and I know that he's happy, and it makes me so happy to know that because I don't look at him as a victim, that it has changed everything for him within his reality, because I know that he feels good about himself each and every single day. I know that he does. I know that he does. He has a very good self-esteem, very high confidence, just because I said that he would. Just because I said that he's meant to have it. Just because I said that he has everything that he needs plus more inside of himself, because I want that for him, and that's it. No one has to struggle unless you allow for them to struggle. Do not allow for anyone that you love and care about, or even people that you don't know, to struggle, because there's no need to struggle. Not one single need to struggle, and there's no reason for you to be re-solidifying the fact that they are struggling. You are above that, you're able to change the game, and so change it because you fucking can. Because you can, and that's it, guys. Like, that's literally it. Your power goes on for miles and miles and miles, guys. Like, there's nothing in this world that can hold you back except for you, so don't be the reason. Do not be the reason. Even if it seems like things are moving backwards, I promise y'all, they are not, because you said that they're not, and that's it. Don't allow for them to be moving backwards because they're not meant to. Don't allow for someone to be struggling because they're not meant to. Don't allow for things to be the way that you don't want them to be because they're not meant to be that way. They're meant to be only good, in your favor, working out at all times because you said so, and that's it. These people are thriving. These people are doing amazing. These people are always on top because you said so, and that's it. That's it. All right, y'all. I will see y'all this Thursday for another video. Thank y'all so much again for watching. God bless y'all. Please take care, everybody. And get out of your mind that you need to be saving somebody. Who the fuck you gotta be saving? They're already doing amazing. Y'all think that when I see GoFundMes that I sit there and I'm like, damn, this poor person? No, I'm like, this person got more than enough money that they need. This person is divinely taken care of. Everything is secured in the bag because I said that it is, and that's it. I'm not gonna sit here and continue to feel bad for these people who I know have everything that they need plus more because I said that they do. If I myself am not struggling, why in the world would I allow for anybody else to be struggling? So if I'm number one and I'm doing great, everybody else is too. Everybody else is too because I said so, and that's it. Because I said so, and that's it. Bye. The way I be leaving the pity parties early, because if I'm that bitch, then you're that bitch too, because I said so, and that's it. If I want something in my life to go, it's gonna go because I want it to, and that's it. And so with that being said, not one single soul that I see is ever going to struggle because I don't want them to struggle. Struggling is not allowed. Issues, not allowed. Problems, not allowed, bitch. You are perfect because I said that you are. You're doing amazing because I said that you are. Everything in your life is perfect because me, affirmed that your life is perfect because I said so, and that's it. If you want people in your life to be doing the best that they possibly can be doing for themselves, allow for it to happen by affirming for it. What makes you think that you can't change their lives too? Do not solidify the fact that they're struggling because they're not. Talk about the fact that they're so happy, that they're successful, and that they're doing everything that they want and can plus more because you said so, and that's it. Because you said so, and that's it. They're doing amazing because you said so, and that's it. Not one more struggling soul, not one single soul, bitch. Everyone's happy because we said so, and that's it.